welcome back to Math Maintenance. Today we are going to talk about ordinal numbers and also about making patterns. Let's start with that idea of ordinal numbers because that might be something that you're not used to hearing about. Ordinal numbers are the words that we use or the way that we use numbers when we want to talk about the order that things go in. So when we say that somebody gets to be the line leader and we say that that means they are first in line, first is one of those ordinal numbers. We could either write it out or we use a 1 with an ST after it. First or first. We can do this with any number. So people say it's the 100th day of school. We don't say it's the 100th day of school. We say it's the 100th. And we write the TH at the end. When we celebrate the 100th day of school, you may have seen it written like this. You can also write that out in words by writing out the word 100 and then adding TH to the end. We can talk about these shapes and what order they are in. So if I ask you what is the first shape in this order, if we read from left to right, the first shape in this order is a circle. If I ask you what the third shape in this order is, if we read from left to right, the 3 in third tells us to count across till we get to spot number 3. So 1, 2, 3. The third number in this order is a square. The sixth shape in this order. So if we kind of forget about the TH for a minute, we know that we need to go to spot 6. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I wonder if you remember what that shape is called. It's a half a circle, so we call it a semicircle. A semicircle. Let's practice one more. What is the fourth shape in this order? Remember, if we kind of ignore the TH, we know to go to spot number 4. 1, 2. The fourth shape in this order is a star. I can label all the spots up here with those words. See if you can help me do it. The circle is in the first spot. The triangle is in the second spot. The square is in the third spot. The star is in the fourth spot. The heart is in the fifth spot. And the semicircle is in the sixth spot. I could keep going if I had more shapes and talk about the 7th spot and the 8th spot and the 9th spot and the 10th spot. You can see that a lot of the spots have this TH sound, but every once in a while we get the ST, the ND, or the RD to make that first, second, and third, like 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then we go back to the TH sound, 24th, 25th, 26th. In your first worksheet today, you're going to practice those ordinal numbers. So you're going to cut and paste from the bottom these numbers, and you're going to put them up, labeling the kids as they walk up to the ice cream truck. Then it tells you some directions for how to color in the characters. Color the third child's shirt green. Color the last child's shirt purple. Color the second child's shirt yellow. So it will tell you what your people up here should look like based on the spot they are in line. The other skill that we want to practice today is making patterns and continuing patterns. Patterns can have any number of items in it, which is sometimes tricky for us to see. So if I want to start with a simple pattern, I might do X's and O's. XO, XO, XO. And then if I ask you what came next, you would probably see the pattern and say, oh, XO comes next. This pattern has 2 elements to it. It has the X, and then it has an O. And then it starts over, so this part's the same, and then it starts over, and then it starts over. So we use that first example part, and then just keeps repeating down the row. We can make patterns that have more than 2 elements. So it might go X, O, X. That pattern might have 3 pieces to it. So then to repeat that, we'd have to go X, O, X. X, O, X. And if I ask you what the next 3 spots are, well, we can see our pattern has 3 elements to it. XO, X, XO, X, XO, X, XO, X. How I like to think about patterns is I look for how many things happen before the pattern repeats, before I see things that I've seen before. So for example, if I was doing triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, square, and I'm looking at this pattern, I go, okay, triangle, circle, square. I haven't seen anything repeat yet. Now I go triangle, circle, oh wait, triangle, that repeats, circle, that repeats, square. Oh, this is another pattern that has 3 elements in it. So looking across your patterns to see how many elements before something repeats. In your packet today, you have a sheet that looks like this. You're going to cut the shapes out at the bottom and use them to complete the patterns up above. Notice that there's more shapes down below than spots up above. So you'll only need 5 of these pieces, even though there's 10 down there. So they're trying to trick you by throwing in a couple extra. Make sure that you look for those elements that are repeating. So I see crab, fish, crab, fish, crab, fish. I can see that this pattern has 2 elements that repeat, crab, fish. Whereas down here, where it goes starfish, starfish, shell, this pattern has 3 elements. It comes in sets of 3. Check out each pattern to see whether it's coming in sets of 2, in sets of 3, maybe even in sets of 4. Hard to find out. Your manipulative activity for today is going to use those little pieces of colored paper that came in your kit, and I just want you to make some patterns. You can glue them down, you can just play around with them, but make some patterns with the different colored pieces that came in your kit. The digital practice activity for today is creating patterns in a Google Drawing. So very similar to this, you will see a pattern that is started for you, and then there will be shapes along the side that you can drag in to continue the pattern digitally. Best of luck practicing patterns today. Patterns show up all over the place in math. So it's great to have our minds start to see patterns and start to see how patterns work so that we can use them when they come up in more complicated math problems.